so that we have an alert, because it was happening too often.
But it wasn't just River Valley.
No.
Gotcha. It just, that was the experience of this parent, because that's where they were.
Right.
So the intent was to make something easy that needs to be easy for safety, but we need a backup.
Right.
That's, I can tell them that.
I think it's, what we have now, I think is a great solution.
Great, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Becky. All right, consideration items. We have minutes from our regular meeting in October, our special meeting, our Form 990 for the Education Foundation, a number of new clubs, a couple of early graduation requests, our IMA certification document, and the budget amendment that Wesley mentioned. Does any board member wish to remove any item from the consent agenda? If not, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
By Ms. Vick,
Second.
second by Mr. Alford. Mr. Witt. Pick
Whatever.
one.
Doesn't matter.
Mr. Witt. Somebody said second.
I heard Mr. Witt first.
I heard Mr.
Yeah,
Witt.
that's who I heard.
We need a
All in
button.
favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. I don't think we actually have to have a presentation on this one, but it, because of the wording, it shows up as a standalone item with regard to attendance credits. So with that said,
Can someone just tell me real quick what a chapter 49 district is?
Skip to the end.
that's us. That used to be chapter 41, and it means that you got enough
Recalculate.
property value that you got to give money back to the
Okay,
state,
go ahead.
or buy attendance credits or
That's what I
whatever it
thought.
is.
Okay.
Yeah, they just when you know, for years and years and years it was in chapter 41, and as they do from time to time, they repeal and reorganize, and now it got stuck in 49. So.
Very
Yeah,
good.
just one of those things. So with that said, I move that for the 22-23 school year, we delegate contractual authority to obligate the school district under Texas Education Code 11.1511 little c in parentheses, number 4 in parentheses, to the superintendent solely for the purpose of obligating the district under the Texas Education Code 48.257 and TEC Chapter 49, subchapters A and D, and the rules adopted by the Commissioner of Education is authorized under TEC 49.006. This includes approval of the agreement for purchase of attendance credits. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you, Mr. Tullis. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries unanimously. Thank you. We need to go into closed session on personnel. That's a good answer.
Yay.
Do we have any other personnel items? That's also a good answer. Are you actually going to talk to us about calendar adjustment?
Yeah, so Mr. Russick and I always ask me often, what time do you think we'll end the meeting? So I said 8:15, so I'm going to talk now for about 10 minutes. Now that I have your
No,
attention.
no, he's not. No, he's not.
But, no. So, I do have a couple, just a quick reminders. After the calendar is approved, I can make adjustments to it as superintendent. And one of the adjustments you can also make it is per campus. As you all know, there could be like a water leak or something, or no water, and you have to close one campus, and so they may have to make up a day or this or that. We still operate under instructional minutes, and so Midway Middle School, it's very challenging in terms of its renovation, but we're ahead of schedule with phase 1, and so they're able to turn it over to us so that we can begin phase 2 of the project, which is great news. Fortunate we had Thanksgiving holiday to do this work, to move teachers. And so just imagine the hallways closest to Rice Field over there is turned over to us. It's finished. And so the other hallways that are closer to Taco Casa, the parking lot, that's next, all those teachers. And so we're having to flip-flop and move all of our teachers over to the new wing. And so that's, of course, contracting and gotten in the past the help of Target Restoration, Target moving, but Buddy and team are working, and they're working through all of that, and Jesse and his team have to get in too with technology. So we can do some things before Thanksgiving, but of course we have the holiday. But Midway Middle School then will be closed and it'll be a staff work day for one day only on Monday when we return. And then it will resume classes on Tuesday. And so they'll just be at a little bit of a deficit in terms of instructional minutes than the other schools. Still had enough bank minutes. All other campuses are open on Monday. River Valley Middle School's open on Monday after Thanksgiving, just Midway Middle School, to give our teachers time to unpack and technology time to get them up and running again, and anything else like that. So, correct, buddy? Is Jesse?
Can we slot that as a mental health day then?
Those students, it's a jackpot day.
We'll
Yeah,
continue.
extra day for the
We'll
Midway
still
Middle.
keep
So,
using the
so I want to
portables.
explain that to you and to say why that campus only.
And they'll keep using the portables, right?
The sixth grade teams are still in portables, right? They don't have to
Okay.
move. They're still
They're not
there
moving,
in their setting. And so then we'll begin phase 2 of the project.
Originally scheduled for the Christmas break. and
When it, Christmas,
Basically
we
a
were
month
hoping,
ahead.
yes. Yes,
That's
we're about a
awesome.
month
That's
ahead.
great.
Yay,
Yeah.
early.
Just a couple quick other announcements, just so you all know, we're getting close. In terms of the replacing of Susie Pagel, our executive director of the foundation, the search consultant, and has brought in Ashley's part of that. Other district members as well as foundation board members have been interviewing first round, and they named and had some finalists, and they're bringing them back Friday, December the 2nd, and so during the day. And so they'll be interviewing finalists, and I'll be a part of that, and hopefully we'll have a recommendation soon for that particular role to begin. We're hoping in January. Susie finishes up at the end of January, and they did want some time overlap between Susie and the next executive director. So that is coming along well, so we're excited about that. There has been a change. It was on our Parent Square system, but our holiday open house is Tuesday, December 6th. We'll send a reminder to you.
Okay.
Not Thursday the 8th, Tuesday the 6th. But it begins at 2 to 5:30, early enough for staff, like bus drivers and things that have to get on routes, and other employees, but also late enough because of our secondary schools that release at 4 o'clock. She wouldn't want me to tell you, but we will be honoring Mary Lou Glazeman, and her retirement will be also at this event too. So Ms. Glazeman is retiring at the end of in December as well. So hopefully you can stop in. It's always a lot of fun. We'll have Aramark with our carving stations of the big items there of the meats, but then also the admin staff ourselves will have kind of the potluck and bring in some of our favorite dishes to go along. And then finally, I'll tell you broadly, but we're working to have one agenda item added to your November. I know you have a November 29th called meeting with your search consultant, but there'll be one agenda item relating to real estate that Mr. Russick will work with our attorney on that, and hopefully will be added to that agenda, just to let you all know of that. Hey, I got close.
Yeah, okay.
I was almost auctioneer fast.
Almost.
Not
but hey,
quite.
Yes, it was. All right, thank everybody for being here. We're adjourned.
Fast meeting tonight. It's
Yes,
nice.
very good.
No closed session.
No closed sessions. That always helps.
Yeah.
Very good.
All